Allen Pounds. It's the Allen Pounds Show. Where we lock and load. Come on. It's the Allen Pounds Show. Where we lock and load. Come on. It's the Allen Pounds Show. Where we lock and load. It's the Allen Pounds Show. Where we lock and load. Come on.
Welcome to a special Tuesday night edition of the Allen Powell Show. We are in the building previewing the NBA Finals, predictions, all that good stuff. We've been on a little hiatus, but we are back. It's time to get to business with the NBA Finals. Got the Knicks and the Spurs. My man Vic is in the building. We are expecting a couple of more guests to get down with it. Everybody who's checking in, y'all share the live. Y'all people can see it. Comment. Give me y'all predictions and all of that stuff. But before we get to the predictions, I want to get to a couple of things as far as like keys to the series and the key matchup, because I think it's a fascinating series just to jump it off. But Vic, what's the first thing that comes to your mind when you think about Knicks versus Spurs in the NBA Finals?
Man, just the big man matchup, Wemby and Cat. You know what I'm saying? Like, can Cat get him away from the basket where Brunson and those guys can get some driving lanes or something like that? And then also the backcourt matchup, because the Spurs guards have been playing some pretty good defense this playoffs, man. Those young guys been out there on the defensive end competing. Bro, just seeing both of the teams. There's no particular matchup that I really look forward to. I'm just looking forward to these two teams playing and leaving it all out on the court. Like, the Knicks are better than a lot of people thought, and they playing some good basketball.
They caught fire, man. They caught fire. They struggled a little bit with Atlanta, and then they swept the next two series. And I was like, where did this team come from? But I think when they got these players, the Anunobys, the Bridges, and Cat, when they put them all together, this is what they was expecting from Jump Street. But it took them a little longer than normal. But now they're here. Now the Mike Brown pickup is actually looking genius. And still, to me, I still think he's a mediocre coach, but he got the players. I'm just going to be honest with you. I don't think Mike Brown is that great. But now he's looking like a genius because he got him to the finals.
Yeah.
But that's just my opinion, man.
Hey, then also after New York stunned Cleveland in that game one of the series, that gained all the confidence in the world. You know what I'm saying? Being down like 7 minutes, the last 7 minutes, you down like 20 points, and you rally and win that game. And excuse me, they just got confidence from there, and they haven't looked back.
Once again, NBA preview predictions are coming up. Everybody that's checking in, y'all subscribe to the page, share the live. We got the best realtor in Northwest Indiana, Ralph Atlam, in the building. It look like you probably just came from a showing or something. That brother stay busy. How are you feeling about this series? You basketball? Is it basketball?
Yeah.
Oh,
I just got done hooping.
Okay. I'm gonna have to see you on the court too. You know, we on the golf course. I gotta see you on the court too. I want to see what them skills looking like.
Okay.
But when you first look at this series, man, what's the first thing that comes to your mind when you think about Knicks versus Spurs NBA Finals?
Honestly, Wemby, like he's a freak of nature. Like he's different. Like he's just different. And then like today I was watching some of his highlights, not highlights, but some of his high IQ plays.
Yeah.
And like things he do, like pushing his hand against his teammate's back while he was being backed in on the block, like just his IQ. And then he jumped up and blocked that guy's shot from behind his teammate that he was holding with his hand that you couldn't see. Like, it's just, I don't know. But honestly, like, I think he's a freak of nature. And I think, honestly, San Antonio just got some dogs. Like, those young guys are dogs. They play with, they made me like, okay, these young guys do not care. Like, they're playing basketball the right way. That's my first thought. Like, San Antonio is just, they're a bunch of dogs that believe in themselves.
And it seems like, you know, they everybody say they're ahead of schedule. You know, you're supposed to take your lumps. You're supposed to lose first, this, that, and the other. But it seemed like the whole time they like, man, we don't care nothing about that being young. Got to take your lumps. We ain't abiding by those rules. We don't care nothing about that. They ain't had nothing to do with us. we a different breed. Vic, you come up in an age where like, yo, Jordan had to take his lumps. Kobe had to take his lumps. Teams, you got to lose first before you learn how to win. San Antonio, like, yo, man, we don't care nothing about none of that.
Wow. They taking advantage of the way the game is played. They taking advantage of the way the game is played today, and that got them ahead of schedule. Like teams can go from, bro. That's what they want, parity. Like go from the lottery to the conference finals year or two. It don't take long nowadays, bro. Like only certain teams stagnate rebuilds because they like stuck in basketball here. They be like in the middle, but for the most part, when you do like the Spurs do, and you get the number one pick, and then you pick in the top two again. This is bound to happen sooner or later because you're getting premium talent, especially a guy like Wemby, like honestly, a generational talent, just generational talent.
Yes. I want to get to I don't want to do no predictions until the end of the show, but first, and we got Brandon Price jumping in from the Early Morning Sports Talk podcast. Thank you for joining, brother. It's been a minute. Thank you for joining in. Give me your first take without giving predictions. Just give me your first thoughts when it comes to Knicks Spurs NBA Finals. Where you at? Where are you located at? Now, I know you be all over the country, brother. Can you hear us? He's struggling. I don't know if he can hear us. I don't even know where he at. He seems like
you might have to take him out and put him back in.
Hey, he seems like he in the Middle East somewhere where he's held hostage.
Like it might be delayed. Yeah.
Yeah. We gonna take him out. We gonna see if he can come back. He said one moment. Well, let's get to the. I want to get to keys to the game. Keys to the series. What is your biggest key, Ralph? What is your biggest key to this series, in your opinion?
Honestly, this may sound a little weird, but Cat's gonna have to really he's gonna have to play like a dog this series. Like I think everything's gonna begin and end with him on the defensive end with Wemby. Like if he don't come in and like even like seeing what Wemby did was at game 5 or 6 when after Oklahoma City won and Shea kept hitting the floor. It was like Wemby, like something clicked. Like he's like, I'm playing physical, even though he's about as thick as a TV antenna, but he was playing like he's playing physical. Like he's not afraid. I think Cat is gonna have to do that for New York. I think he's gonna have to really battle with Wemby and try and get Wemby off his square. Like honestly, I think that'll be the key to the series.
I like that, and we know that sometimes he can get dumb fouls. He didn't calm down with the dumb fouls lately, but we know it can happen at any moment. Give me a key to the series, Vic, in your opinion.
Man, can the Knicks, honestly, and it may sound cliche, can the Knicks get to the free throw line, bro? Can the Knicks get to the free throw line this year? Can they get those guards in foul trouble like they did all the rest of the series, but like they were able to do James Harden and Donovan Mitchell? This ain't that. Those guys don't play defense. These young guys gonna cook. So I'm just looking to see if Jalen Brunson is he going to be able to stay hot and look like this guy that he's looked all playoffs for? Is it over with now? So that's the key matchup I'm looking forward to. Can Jalen Brunson be dominant?
Can he get to the free throw line? I like that. Brandon, can you hear us? Where you at?
Yes. Good evening, fellas. How y'all doing, man? How y'all doing? I was getting my headphones together, so we good now.
All right. Give me your first thoughts about the series, and then give me a key to the series.
All right, so my first thoughts for the series, fellas, is basically the rest for the New York Knicks. Will it be an advantage come this series? The Spurs coming off a dogfight with the Thunder, 7 games. And the Knicks, they didn't play 4 games, or at least by tomorrow to be 4 games in 23 calendar days. So that's a lot of rest for the Knicks. And so that is a key for me. And, if the Knicks could just steal 1 in San Antonio, we all know come game 3 and 4, that shit going to be rocking in New York. So,
it's going to be crazy.
They wait. They ain't had a championship in 53 years. They some of the best fan bases in the world right there. the what do they say about the Madison Square Garden, guys? They say it's the summer arena in the world.
The
You
Mecca.
know, so
It's the
yeah,
Mecca.
the Mecca. It's
Yep.
the Mecca, man. And so, you know, everybody finna be, all the stars it's finna be rocking New York. So my question really is the rest. Can the Knicks use as an advantage? But the matchups, fellas, the biggest matchup I think is Victor Wembanyama. He's obviously the best player on the floor. I think now maybe some might view him as the best player in the world. You really can't stop him. So one thing that you could try to do is tire him out. Guys, he's still human. I know he's 7'5". I know he's an alien. But one thing you can do about somebody at his height is you can try to tire him out. And so my question is, with the Knicks, can they ball movement do what they do with this rest that they got and these guys coming off very short rest? Can you try to tire him out? Maybe not game one, Al. Maybe not game one, brother. What's the other brother name here? What's your name, bro?
We got Vic in the building.
Victor.
All right, what's up, Vic?
All right, bro.
Al, can the Knicks try to at least tire Victor out? It ain't got to be game one. Maybe Victor come out game one. He might be still fresh. But as this series wanes on and it wanes on, can the Knicks try to use that as an advantage to tire this man out? And if you could tire Victor Wembanyama out and, you know, keep him moving, because he gets gas, guys. If y'all see the Thunder series, he get gassed and you got to take him out. That's just natural being a 7'5" guy. And so if you could try to get him gas and get him on that bench as much as possible, that's what you want. You want to try to get him out of the game as much as possible, because with guys like LeBron James or with guys like, you know, all-time great players, they could have an advantage to where you game plan on them. Victor Wembanyama is so good defensively, he shut down your whole fucking team. It ain't just one person. He get on the court out and he will shut. The Thunder will look great until they play Victor Wembanyama.
Yeah.
Victor, they will look great till they play Victor Wembanyama, because all that shit you did in the paint on them, all that is erased now. You strictly turn into a jump shooting team. And tell me, Al, can you win a series if you shoot jump shots?
I mean, you can, but I mean, if you the old Golden State Warriors, but
come on, bro.
Normally, but normally, I see what you're saying. I like your strategy to try to tire him out, but I just don't know if New York got the big man to do that. You look at Cat gonna get tired out before Victor do. If you look at the body types, like, I think Cat will get tired out before Victor do. But I like what you're saying. But I would say this. I know Victor Wembanyama is an alien, but I also think he's still limited. I think he's still learning the game, and as talented as he is, I still think he got a lot to learn. Right now, I think he has an old school mentality, and he's very talented, and he's doing a lot with that. But I think it's so much more that he still can do to affect the game on the offensive end. Defensively, I think we can clearly see he affects it big time. But I think offensively, he can still do more in the paint. He settles a lot for jump shots. He let people move him out. He's not dictating the paint the way he could,
the way he should,
he should. And
his ass Nicky Jordan at times.
Yes.
Go ahead. The way I want to say, I think what you're saying, and I'm not trying to put words in your mouth, but eventually that's what he's gonna be. I don't think that's what he is yet. He's still growing to that. Absolutely. Yeah, I think eventually he could be that, but I think he's still growing into that right now. Yeah, he definitely have flaws. Don't get me wrong. He's not the perfect player. You know what I'm saying? Like you know, like your man said, he is not. He's an alien, but he's not. I mean, he's not without. We all get tired after a while, though. But that just goes back to what I'm saying, though. Can they take advantage of when he's on the bench, and can you get him in foul trouble? Can you get to the free throw line against the team because you're shooting a lot of jumpers? You're not getting to the rim. Right. Can you get? Can the Knicks get some free throws? I don't know. I honestly don't know.
And Victor, just really quickly, I don't know if y'all know, fellas, but Al, it's been reported that Victor Wembanyama gonna stick Josh Hart. So Josh Hart is key to this series, bro. Josh Hart been killing these first two series. And that you mentioned like Victor, if he can get to the free throw line, I think that might rest a lot on Josh Hart.
That seemed like the same strategy the last team that's tried as far as letting Josh Hart shoot threes, and it backfired, and he made them.
It backfired big time.
That's going to work.
Back to what he said, because that was the same way that the Knicks used to beat the Spurs for the cup. Wimbiana was guarding Hart, and they did a lot of back cutting with Cat, and he was getting to the rim effectively, like just with easy baskets when they were doing that. So because Hart and Brunson, basically those guys were still young. They were kind of like having the Castle and those other guys was having problems with Brunson and the guards was having problems, so they had to put Wimby on them, and it kind of like opened them up inside.
Raph, let me get your key matchup to the series. What is your key matchup you can on, Raph? And don't take mine either.
So you ain't got to worry about that because I told you before I'm bad with names. So my key is that I think it was Vic or one of y'all said it. One of y'all said it earlier, but I was saying that I think Wemby being stuck by Cat defensively. But even reverse though, like somebody said earlier, Brunson's gonna have to really. He's gonna have to see if he could like come all the way through, like bring this thing home. Like he's from Chicago, I wouldn't mind seeing him doing it, but he's got a big load to carry.
And before I get to Vic, before y'all steal my thunder, that is my key matchup: Brunson and Castle. Castle is a dog.
Castle's a dog.
Yes, Brunson's a dog, but I like this matchup. I think of course, the game is a whole lot of pick and roll. Of course, they're gonna try to probably switch and get Castle off of him. But if Castle is glued to Brunson, give me the popcorn. That's the matchup I'm looking forward to the most. Castle versus big body Brunson. That's the matchup I'm looking forward to because Castle won all the smoke. Vic, what is your key matchup?
Yeah, bro. Yeah. You got there in a nutshell, bro. Like Castle is not backing down from Brunson. Brunson's not backing down from Castle. We like finna have like mano. Like that's that grit. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Castle, like, bro, Castle, the way he just a few games and a few plays kind of like punk Shay. I never saw that.
Yeah,
I never saw that before. The way he just was in his back pocket, hitting them, letting them know he there. Like he played them tough, bro. It's gonna be tough because he also has that athleticism. You know what I'm saying? Brunson, when you try to bully him, you're not just gonna be able to push him off like you did Mitchell Harden. Like I said, you're gonna have to play. Like Brunson really gonna have to play. And if he go ahead and he come through this series, you can go ahead and just put it on his name like the East is his, man.
Already. Hey, man, I cannot wait to see this series. But we're not going to be here long tonight. We're going to preview this game, and we're going to go ahead and get to the predictions because we're not going to take all day with this. We're going to get right to it. Brandon, who wins the series in how many games?
Man. This, like 1999, fellas, and I was a shorty. I think we might have been all, younger. A lot younger than
I was
Larry Johnson and all.
I was like 25, but yeah.
Okay.
I was 21.
Okay, I was. Let me tell him myself. About 9. I'm about 9 or 10.
Okay.
I was 15.
I remember as a shorty, Larry Johnson and all them, the Trail Speed, they was battling, but they just wasn't big enough for them Twin Towers. Y'all understand?
Yes.
Duncan and Robinson.
Yes.
They tried in New York, but it just wasn't enough. That's why it was a 5-game series. But this time around, I'm kind of looking again, and I'm really asking. We was talking about the key matchups, and I said it was hard. And can Josh Hart score on Victor Wembanyama, and that allowed the Knicks to get what they need to do going. But the Spurs, man, I just look at the overall team and I look at the best player. And generally in basketball, guys, the best player is the guy that generally comes out in basketball in most cases. If he got a great surrounding cast, and he got a great surrounding cast, guys. Vassell, Castle. People be sleep so much on this kid Champagnie, guys. That boy can hoop. I don't know what the Sixers was thinking for giving him up for Matt McClung. I don't know what the hell they was thinking. De'Aaron
Come on with the predictions, man. You done broke down enough. We done did it. Right. Give me your predictions. Who winning in how many games? You didn't get.
Man, I'm gonna go with the Spurs in 7.
Spurs in 7. Brandon Price, Early Morning Sports podcast prediction.
Yes,
Spurs,
and the reason why I'm saying it's going to be a long series, guys, is because the Knicks got the rest. So the Knicks, I think, should hopefully jump out early in this series. But I think once it gets settled in, the adjustments come in, and I think Victor Wembanyama here get adjusted to the moment as well. I think the light's gonna be really bright from him early. You know, he's still young, but I think the Spurs pull this one out. I got Spurs at 7.
Let me say something to that rest part, because even though New York had a big rest, like Spurs still got what, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday off. Like, I think that's enough time, even though they got a grueling series. I think that's enough time. That's enough rest to get ready for the finals. What do y'all think about the rest versus rust argument real quick before I get to y'all predictions? Ralph, what do you think about that?
So I don't believe in that no more, because there's been too many games where people will say they had the rest, and then the first game, the team that didn't have the rest came in and won. So it's like I don't believe in that rest. That actually can make you rusty, because it takes you out of your game flow every 2 days, every 3 days. I think New York's actually at a disadvantage because of the rest, because I think they were off too long.
And I would say this: remember that first game in the last series where the I forget who they just played already.
Cavaliers up by 22.
They choked the first game. They had that game, and the Knicks had a big layoff again. But I will say this: I think because they experienced that, they're going to come out aware to come out with more force this time than last time, because they seen what happened.
The Knicks gonna recognize the urgency, Al. This ain't the Cavaliers.
Right. Yes, and it's the NBA Finals too. This is the NBA Finals.
Right.
Vic, real quick, what do you think about the rest versus rust situation?
Yeah, man, it's kind of like depending on the team and depending on the players and the mentality, bro. I've seen times where guys have been well rested, and like you said, they've won. Then I've seen times where the road team come into the team that's been rested and they got home court back and they lose the first game. It just depends on all about the mentality, though, bro. But I would definitely say, man, and just call me a hater, I would take much as rest as possible after playing 80-something games regular season and then another playoff. If I can sweep all the rounds and rest and everybody else playing grueling series, I'm still all for that, in my opinion. You can call me rusty, call me whatever you want to, but guess what? I'm not tired.
All right, with that being said, give me your prediction for the series, Vic.
I like the Spurs, bro, in 6, actually. I like the Spurs in 6.
Spurs in 6. We got 2 Spurs so far. Cashier Marquise on YouTube said anybody going with the Knicks is high as she, not gonna lie. So, all right, Ralph, any Knicks love going on around? Who you got? How many games?
I'm going with the Knicks in 6. Just because I can see an upset coming, and Jalen Brunson being from here, like I said, he gonna represent Stevenson High School. I think he gonna do it. I think he gonna pull it off.
Hey Vic, we done seen this.
To see, man.
Hey Vic, we done seen this story before. You know Ralph always going against the grain.
Hey man, I like that though. I like how he ain't scared to stand out there on his own with his predictions. Like he can see an upset.
The last time he did that, he was wrong though.
He was
He was right.
He was right the time before that.
He was right the time before that, but the very, very last time he was wrong.
He was wrong. He was wrong.
Yeah. I think it was a Super Bowl pick, to be honest. I think it was.
You're right. I got Super Bowl wrong. You're right.
The one before that, you was right though. The one before you was right.
The AFC Championship, I got that right.
Yes, you got that right. All right, my predictions. And you're going to be wrong again on this one, Ralph. I'm going with the
Spurs. It sounds good. It sounds good.
And I'm gonna tell you, I don't even like the way the Knicks play. Like, I don't, and Cat specifically, I still don't like. I know they switched the game up, let him at the high post, letting him do different things, and they think they switched the game plan up. But he's too big to be out there. Get your big butt in the paint and get some buckets, man.
We've been saying about him forever, man.
Forever. He's still, but now they letting him be like a point center out there trying to direct stuff instead of he should go down in the paint and use his weight against Wembanyama, but we know he ain't gonna do it.
No.
We know he ain't gonna do it. Vic Wembanyama is light in the butt. He should use his weight.
He only 235.
He should use his weight, but Cat ain't gonna do it. He gonna be out there passing, shooting, doing all this stuff. And I hope Wemby cook him. I hope Wemby take him to school, and I hope Castle like Brunson. I know Brunson from the crib, from Illinois, all that stuff. But I just don't like the Knicks. And I like Brunson as a player. I like Brunson, but I don't like them as a team in totality. And I like the Spurs better. I'm going with the Spurs in 6. Spurs in 6. is taking it to the crib. So 3-1, Ralph. We will reconvene to see if you was right or wrong again. Real quick before we get up out of here, I do want to ask y'all opinion. It was a big trade. Myles Garrett to the Rams was a shocker. Brandon, what was your thoughts when you seen that trade go down?
Look, Victor, Ralph, Al. The fucking Rams already beat our Bears, right? I don't know if y'all Bears fans. I'm a big Bears fan.
We already
beat our Bears. Now, of course, and they went to the NFC Championship, right? Was a couple plays away from beating the Seahawks, right? If they beat the Seahawks, right, we know they would have beat the trash Patriots, right? No,
yeah.
The Rams were already there. Okay, now you coming back. You got the Defensive Player of the Year. This man is one of the all-time greats. Y'all don't forget they just signed Trent McDuffie. That's the best corner in football. Okay? You still got the MVP. You got Puka Nacua. You got Devontae Adams. You got Kyron Wood. I mean, this team is loaded, guys.
Yeah.
So for me, I see Super Bowl or bust for this team. It is nothing else. Super Bowl or bust for the Rams. Yeah. They got everything on paper that you literally need. Everything that you literally need on paper. I was saying last year when they played the Bears, Victor, I'm like, damn, they got a great defensive line. Their defensive line is killing us. They're killing us. Now imagine what they're gonna do now, Al.
Hey,
and we better hope Aaron Donald don't decide to come out of retirement because
hey, man, that defense,
they definitely mentioned in the,
I know. Listen, I know he won the MVP, and I know I'm gonna sound crazy saying this. I know I'm gonna sound crazy saying this. But I'm going to be on record as saying right now, bro, Stafford could find some kind of way to blow this for the Rams in a big game. As good as he is. And we've all seen that time that where it is, he revert back to that guy in Detroit. That's why they haven't made it back to the Super Bowl in a couple of years. He gets injured. He starts holding the ball. You know what I'm saying? He starts holding the ball, doing that old stuff he's doing in Detroit, gets himself injured. He missed time. He come back. He's not 100%. Last year was a great year. He stayed healthy for the most part of the year. Their offensive line was great. They had the running game. You had a rejuvenated Devontae Adams. You had Puka just stepping up short. He's the best wide receiver probably in the league. Still didn't win the Super Bowl. Now you got Myles. You got better defensively and in your secondary. I will give them their props. But that's just what really scares me in a big game. Like that offensive line is good, but it ain't great. It's not great. Yeah. It's good, but it's not great. And a team, when they go up with a good defensive line, always gives Stafford a problem because he's going to stand there. He ain't doing no moving around back there. He's not. That's not who he is.
Hey, man, I hope you're right because I'm like Brandon, bro. We just seen him in the playoffs, and it's a possibility we might have to see them again. And for them to I don't want to have to see Myles Garrett on that side over there. Ralph, what was your thoughts when you seen the trade?
I was like, you got to be kidding me! Like they just reloaded, like. But again, I like it. It was like Brandon said, they all in. Like it's Super Bowl of us. Like they got. I think the majority of those players, their contracts expire in the next year or two, including Sean McVay. So it's like it's all or nothing right now. So I like what Vic said. Like I think I can see Stafford blowing it. Like he'll fall back into being Detroit, Matt, and the Bears will go to the Super Bowl. That's just I'm holding on to that.
Hey,
real
bro,
quick.
Hey, listen. Last year, everybody made a big deal, and when the cheese turds got Michael Parsons, everybody crowned him. I was one of the first people on record of saying I'm not scared of this team, even with Dewey. Al, you know I told you that. Yeah. You was like, oh man, bro, this is Michael Parsons. I'm trying to tell you, bro. I'm trying to tell you, bro. He is a great player, but I'm trying to tell you, though, bro, like he is one man. So is Myles Garrett. You gave up Verse. Now you probably finna have to. Young is another guy. He making almost the same amount of money. You probably finna have to get rid of this guy.
Okay, let me ask you this real quick. Is Aaron Donald coming out of retirement? Yes or no,
man. No, Aaron Donald's done, bro.
Ralph, yes or no? Is Aaron Donald coming out of retirement? Yes or no?
No,
no. Brandon, yes or no? Aaron Donald does he
I don't know. I wouldn't rule it out. I mean, and if he did come out of retirement, because I was on YouTube and I saw a video of this man. I'm like, damn, he look like
he's still in shape.
He is in
shape
still.
Yes.
Yes.
I haven't seen him.
chiseled.
Yes.
Yeah, I follow him on Instagram. He works out daily. Yeah, he work out daily. He work out daily, man.
Grown man. And so
Yeah, he
for
work out
me,
daily.
yeah, but I mean, they don't even need him because I'm telling you, Tyler Davis and Bill Norton, I'm talking about them dudes was killing us
That's
last year in the
Bill
playoffs.
Davis. That's the one I couldn't think of.
Killing us last
Yeah,
year.
Bill Davis. I couldn't think his name for nothing. I'm like, who's the other end? I'm like, Davis. That is who I was talking about.
Vic,
And so now you got go. I mean, go ahead. I'm just saying that's secondary, by the way, guys.
And
I mean, Cam Curl was the guy that ended our season.
They brought him
last
back to
year.
Jim McDuffie. Like they
brought
they
him back.
unloaded.
Cameron Kitchens, they loaded.
But this, don't forget this is the NFL.
Yes, it
One
is.
or two injuries away.
That's it. That's the
Like,
only.
that's
one of
the
the
thing.
things that can derail him. That's one of the things
Be
that can derail him.
careful when you have these teams. Everybody, like, I remember everybody said New England.
Preseason, fellas. This is preseason.
Can we honestly, at 31 years old, can we honestly say, and I'm not saying that's super old, but can we expect 20-something sacks from Myles Garrett again? Probably not. Like 15, 15, 14, but still awesome.
15, 18.
Yeah. The argument is he did that when he was with Cleveland playing from behind. What he's going to do?
A lot of those were just like teams were like, okay, we up 35. We're not about to force any balls downfield. And he's like, go ahead, Myles, get these sacks. I saw a few of them. Now, some of them he was a lot of impact sacks, but like you said, though, I saw a lot of times his team was down and he was just still rushing the quarterback, just getting sacks.
But Victor, like Al just said, though, you playing with the Rams now when it's loaded team. If you're up, you have no choice now but to throw the ball, and that's cookies for Myles Garrett. That's going to be cookies.
All right, Vic. One more thing: if Aaron Donald does come out of retirement, does that do anything for you? Does that bring any trepidation? A little bit of.
I mean, bro, it depends on see Aaron Donald from the last time he played, which was not the Aaron Donald, the Hall of Famer. Or has he got? I mean, just because he is sick don't mean he's ready to come back to football and dominate. Like some of these young offensive linemen have gotten stronger and better too. I don't know. I mean, it don't move the needle for me right now because he hasn't played it so long. Like if he was coming off an injury or something like that, but to sit out for what? He's been out 2 seasons already, right? 2 full seasons.
No, one. I thought it was one.
No, at least 2. It got to be at least 2.
It's at least been 2.
Really?
Yeah,
It got to be at least 2.
Yeah, because when we played, I went to the game when we played them here in 24, and we beat them. He wasn't with them and then he wasn't with them last year.
Yeah. So yeah, at least 2.
Wow.
Yeah, so that's all I'm saying. I think if he came right back, it probably could do something fun. But after being gone that long, I don't know. Now I'll never doubt Aaron Donald, never. But I just think that father time and him taking time off, it probably, football wise, it could probably catch up to him. Who knows? I don't know. He could be MJ. He could be MJ. Come back after 18 months and dominate. I don't know.
Go ahead, Brandon.
Yeah, I just want to say, Victor, I appreciate you for being different right now because the immediate reaction for most sports fans is the Rams on paper for preseason are definitely Super Bowl favorites. But I respect the fact that you're not overreacting. You and Ralph, for the most part, are not really overreacting because there's been some teams in the past where we've seen that I have NFL super teams. And if they're not playing right at the right time, they're not playing together in January, all that shit don't matter. And so
Patriots with Randy Moss, perfect season and lost in the Super Bowl.
Right, that's a great example, Ralph. That's a great example.
Yeah.
But
On
just
a loaded
right
roster,
now,
like you said, loaded roster too.
Right.
Loaded roster. The Patriots were loaded.
Reaction though, fellas, that immediate reaction is damn. They Super Bowl favorites.
Yeah, the Vegas numbers swung real fast for them to be the Super Bowl favorites. It swung real fast in Vegas.
I just had to talk to my Bears friends off a ledge, bro, because I have to keep repeating myself, explaining the logistics of this stuff, bro. The Bears don't have, and they didn't have a Jerry Verse type of player to send to the Browns in this trade. So with the Bears, they would have won, guess what? 3 first-round picks. Love Myles Garrett. The Bears are not in the position right now to give up 3 first-round picks. They're not. Because in a minute, they're going to have to pay Donnell Wright, which is probably next year. If Caleb Williams is who we all think he is and know he is, that they're not going to pick no 5-year option. They're going to go ahead and try to sign him long-term. That way they can restructure everything else. So
how old is Montez Sweat, by the way? Because I think
Montez Sweat is 29 or 30, and it's the last year of his deal.
So he
Right.
was too old to give him up. They,
He's
they,
too
they,
old,
they,
yeah,
they, wouldn't-
yeah.
they wouldn't.
They wasn't going for that.
All
Yeah.
right. I was trying to find a way. Like what? The
Yeah, see, that's how they were able. They versus a first round pick. So you got
Yeah,
that,
and
and you got the 20 and the 27 first round pick. So that's basically 2 first round picks, a second and a third.
Yeah. For sure.
Bears ain't in position to give up all that right now, man.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. We still, they're like, I'm not saying they're rebuilding, but they are still building
Yeah.
to be a consistent winner. So how do you do that? You develop what you got and you keep your draft picks.
Well,
That's it.
hopefully we meet them in the NFC Championship game.
Yeah, here in Chicago.
Yeah.
And this time we don't have any like flaws, and we go ahead and send them to the crib, you know, like we should have did last year. Like we should have
Like
did
we
last
shoulda
year.
did last
We
year.
definitely
Bears-
should have won that game.
The Bears
Definitely
blew
should have won
that
that
one.
game.
Oh my
Definitely.
God, they blew
We
that
stopped
one.
them in overtime,
They-
got the ball. We supposed to win that game.
Yes.
They
Yep.
blew that game.
Yeah.
We about
Yeah.
to get up out of here. Scripture of the day. Was the scripture of the day. Matthew 5:3. And this is a good scripture because on the surface, it's like, how is it that Jesus says, blessed are the poor in spirit, for the kingdom of heaven is theirs? If they poor in spirit, how are they blessed? You would look at that scripture. But when I listened to the commentary, it was saying that like they are blessed because they know that they need Jesus. When you are poor in spirit, you have nowhere to turn. Like, you know you need Jesus. A lot of people try to do stuff on their own. Like, hey, I got this. I don't need nobody. I can do this. But when you are poor in spirit, like, yo, you need some help. And when he says, blessed are the poor in spirit, for the kingdom of heaven is theirs, it's because they know that they need Jesus. And when I'm reading this and listening to the commentary, in my opinion, I believe Jesus is like, yo, I like it when you need me, and I want to help you. And so I'm gonna bless you when you come to me with your needs. And if you're poor in spirit, bring your cares to me, and I'm gonna take care of it. And so I just think this is a good scripture because life is hard as it is, and
Amen.
life can beat you down. But
Amen.
if you are struggling, Jesus is the way. So Matthew 5:3 is the scripture of the day. Blessed are the poor in spirit. If you're poor in spirit, or you just downcast, whatever the case may be, bring your cares to Jesus. He's the way, the truth, and the life.
Amen.
And,
Yes, he is. Yes,
that
he
is the
is.
scripture of the day. I want to thank all y'all for
Amen to
joining in. Ralph, thank you for coming through after your work day, your showings, and everything that you got going on. Appreciate you jumping on. Brandon, it's been a minute. The Early Morning Sports Talk podcast, man. Tell everybody where they can catch a podcast, man.
Oh man, guys, you can catch us at EMSTP_ on Instagram, at EMSTP_. We are on YouTube. We have our Facebook page, the Early Morning Sports Talk podcast. You can find us on TikTok as well. And so
It's still every Saturday?
Every Saturday morning, 7 a.m. Central Standard Time. Hence the Early Morning Sports
Early
Talk
morning.
podcast.
Early.
That's my time of day. I love it.
Hey,
love it.
man,
That's my time of day.
I start work
Yes,
at 6
sir.
o'clock in the morning, so trust me, bro. I'm up at 3:30, 4 o'clock, fiddling around the house. I'm up.
Yes.
Even on my off
Yes,
days,
sir.
even on my off days, my body's conditioned. I'm up.
I'm the same way, Vic. Same way. I'm up early.
Sleeping in to me is 6 a.m.
Yep.
So yeah, y'all make sure y'all tune in to their podcast, man.
Check it out.
Early morning, man, and check
Yes,
in
sir.
what they
Yes,
got
sir.
going on. Vic, appreciate you as always,
Man,
my
bro,
guy.
thank you for having me, bro. It's been a minute, man. How was your party, bro? I was working so many days and
You know
different
what?
things like that. I couldn't even get with you.
You know what? I actually canceled it. Some things
Okay.
happened. I canceled it for right now, but we're gonna
Okay.
get back to it at a later date, and I'll keep.
Oh,
I was
Worked
about
out
to
even better
say because I didn't get invited. Dang.
Yeah, no, I saw the thing, but I knew I wasn't going to do it, man, because the job I started offering them 12-hour days, so I had worked for like 3 weeks straight, and I had worked like Memorial Day and the day after, which was that Sunday, which would have been the day after you did the thing. So I'm like, man, I need to holler out and get a chance to, but I'm like, oh, it's not even here. I'm like, when I went to the thing, it wasn't even there because I still was going to kind of like support you.
Yeah, for sure. And Ralph, I was definitely making my rounds. Like I even talked to Pastor Sam about it and some stuff. And so, I'm trying to get all the anthem up in there.
Right.
Maybe,
Yeah.
maybe the fact that I canceled it this time because I didn't have it. I didn't ask him to have it at anthem this time because the guy that I knew was like, oh, you can have it here. And so I was going to do it at Flourish Church. But now that I canceled it, maybe I can try to holler at Pastor Sam and see if I can work something out and have it at the church, which would be
Bet.
great. So
Bet.
I'm gonna work on
Bet.
that, man. I'm gonna keep y'all
Alright.
posted. And Ralph, I'm gonna need a karaoke song about you because gospel karaoke is part of the thing.
I'm with it. I'm with it.
Did you ever
Yes.
say your go-to karaoke song for gospel?
Yes, Candy Rain.
No, not that one. No, for if it's gospel karaoke, what would be your go-to song for gospel karaoke? Straight gospel music, whatever it is, or whatever song.
It's one of the songs we sing at Anthem.
Okay.
I'm bad with names. I told you.
It's okay. It's okay.
It's one of the Anthem songs. I do know that.
Okay.
It's definitely one of the songs. When I
Right,
think
when he start looking on the phone, he'll be like, "That's it right there."
Yeah. When you
Yeah,
get
he has to see it.
when you remember, text it to me. I'm definitely
I
want to
will.
know.
I
And
will.
tell your wife, and then if y'all do a duet, that would be great as well. Just putting that out there. You know what I'm saying?
You know, she on the
Al
praise
looking to
team.
be
You know, she
entertained, boy. Al
a
looking for
great,
some
she a great singer.
entertainment.
She a great singer. She don't want me to mess up.
She is the cheat code. She is. Yeah, you're right. She is the cheat
Yeah, Al
code.
looking for that entertainment.
Already, I gotta see it. I told my sister she gotta do BB and CC Winans with me. All right, told my sister. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Brandon, if you was to do a gospel karaoke, do you got a go-to song, brother? Gospel song, favorite gospel song?
Yeah, I don't know if you guys know, I'm a reverend as well. I'm a reverend. And so everything you're doing here, I'm loving it, man.
Oh, he must be the
let's
custom
see.
master. You see him? Hey, you know they gospel.
Yeah. Reverend White.
Yeah. And
What's your
so I
go-to
would say
karaoke song?
If I had to say, I would say Norman Hutchins Emmanuel.
Okay, Norman Hutchins.
Norman
I like.
Hutchins, Emmanuel.
Okay, Emmanuel.
That's mine, man. That's my hit right there. And I
like
do that
Norman
a cappella all the time in my church.
The blessing song. I gotta
Yes,
bless.
God's got a blessing.
That's the joint. Yeah.
Got a bless.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
Well,
absolutely,
hopefully,
man. Yes,
hopefully, some type of way when I do reconvene, you can come through and do it as well, man. But I keep y'all posted. Once again, thank y'all for joining on. We gonna see y'all next time on the Allen Powers. We out.
All right, brother.
We lock and load, Allen Powers. It's the Allen Powers Show.